Hello, and welcome to Ranking of Saturn, episode 53. I've had to make some very quick changes to today's episode because I have accidentally left a game behind. I've mentioned several times in the past that this series is a rough release order, very rough release order of the Sega Saturn's library in Europe. And I thought we were doing pretty well. I thought I'd caught everything. But I remember looking at my, I've got a file with like the list of all the upcoming episodes and what games are going to be on those episodes. And I remember looking at it and thinking, boy, it sure is weird that we haven't played this one game yet. I didn't think it would be so late in the release lineup. And I kept looking down the list, and I kept looking down the list, and I got to the bottom of the list, and I realised, oh shit, this game's not anywhere on this list. Oh god, I need to quickly add that in. So we need to, very briefly, turn back the clock 3 or 4 months, back to December 1996. So we can look at Sega Ages Volume 1. I'm looking at the list and I'm thinking like, man, it's weird. Why hasn't Sega Ages come up yet? Why is it taking so long? And then I realised, oh no, I've forgotten to put it on the list. God damn it. So let us right that wrong very quickly. Sega Ages Volume 1 is a game for the Saturn that apparently sold quite well. It is probably one of the cheapest games you can buy still to this day because the sheer number of copies available. And for those who don't know, it is a collection of classic Sega arcade games that were originally sold individually in Japan. But when they brought them west, they decided to bundle them up as a 3-game collection. Okay. So those games are Space Harrier, Afterburner 2, and Outrun. Let's play these games in order, shall we? So, Space Harrier will be the oldest, I believe, 1985. And these are pretty damn good ports. The Sega Ages ports for the Saturn are generally considered to be almost universally extremely good. Okay, the Sega Ages collection is compatible with the 3D pad, so that is the controller I have plugged in right now. Let's go to normal. Let's increase the lives, trial time, bonus player. Okay, once every 5 million points. Got a sound test. Whoops. God. Turn that down just a little bit. Oh god, there we go. All 3 of these games have pretty damn great soundtracks. I think my personal favourite is Outrun. Afterburner 2 is a close second, and even though Space Harrier's soundtrack is maybe not as good as those other 2, I still think it's got a nice soundtrack. All 3 of these games are considered basically classic Sega arcade gold. They're basically 3 of Sega's most Most famous and most successful arcade games ever. All three of them, by the way, are designed, directed, and programmed on by Yu Suzuki. So they could have called this the Yu Suzuki trilogy of Superscaler games. Superscaler being the name of the arcade hardware that these ran on.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Okay, so I'm using the 3D pad to steer around the screen. And it's one of those situations where if I let go of the analog nub, I will automatically return to the center of the screen. Whoops.
Get ready.
Get ready. Many more battle scenes will be available. Oh my god, I got hit again.
Get ready.
You go to the bottom of the screen, you can run on the ground. Is this a boss? Okay. Look at this sick dragon. Look at this dragon. This cool dragon. Its segmented body. Just gotta try and hit him in the head. The head is the only part of the body that is vulnerable to damage. Okay, got him.
You're doing great.
Oh, thank you. Oh, fuck. You got to be careful when running on the ground because you can accidentally run into obstacles. Moai heads. What is it with classic Japanese arcade games and Moai heads? Why do they love them so much? Whoa, fat pillars.
Get ready.
Many more battle scenes. Okay, next boss. It's just a mass of spinning heads around the core. Got him, that was easy. All you gotta do is shoot the core. Fuck.
Get ready.
That was game over already, huh? Can I? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh. Selected letter is only a slightly different colour than the rest of the letters, so I couldn't tell what letter I was supposed to be first. For a while there. Okay. Well, that's cool. These games are not arcade perfect. There are slight differences between them and the original arcade versions, but the differences are so slight, these games are so close to being arcade perfect, that the differences are basically meaningless. It's like 95% of the way there. Anyway, so Space Harrier is compatible with another controller, and that controller is the mission stick. So I'm going to play Space Harrier one more time with the mission stick.
Get ready.
Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to switch the game to just regular easy, so I can spend a little bit more time playing it. Because I like Space Harrier, I like it. I'm not especially good at. I'm just gonna let you know, I am not especially good at any of these games in this collection. My my skill at old classic arcade games is not very high, because I'm not willing to put the time in to get good at them, so I'm never going to be any good at them. But I do love the way they look and the way they sound. So despite not being very good, I still very much enjoy playing them. Okay.
Get ready.
So now I'm using the mission stick. I believe Space Harrier came bundled with the mission stick in Japan. There was a Space Harrier bundle. Hang on, I'm going to turn the music down just a little bit more, because it still looks like it's spiking up quite high on my levels, on my level indicator. Okay.
Get ready.
It's kind of annoying you don't have an auto fire. That would have been nice. But no, it's manual fire only. Whoop, nope. Trying to line up the head can be a little bit hard. Okay. Fuck.
Get ready. You're doing great.
It's hard for me to talk while playing this game because I have to.
Get ready.
I have to focus on what I'm doing, otherwise I'm going to die immediately. Okay. Columns. Fuck.
Get ready.
For God's sake. Did I just do worse than last time, even though it's on an easier difficulty? I think I did. Oh well. So let's back out now and play the next game. Space Harrier is great. It's an all-time great classic. It is hard as balls. So that can limit. I get a little bit frustrated with old arcade games and their difficulty. I don't find doing the same thing over and over and over again with great repetition all that enjoyable. So the number of arcade games that I enjoy playing, like actually enjoy playing for long periods of time, is very low. So about now is about when I start losing patience with Space Harrier, so let's not do that. Two goes, then I want out. Okay. Okay, reinserting the 3D pad. No, oh god damn it. No. Okay, but for that time it took us back to the BIOS. That's... okay, cool. ABC Start is a really useful feature, but it is also extremely inconsistent with what it actually does. Will it take you back to the title screen? Sometimes. Will it take you back to the BIOS? Sometimes. Alright. So if we play in order of release, the next game we should play is actually Outrun, which I believe is 1986. Outrun. Another classic Sega arcade game that I absolutely adore aesthetically, but I am terrible at. I am no good at Outrun. Outrun has one of my all-time favourite the switch on my 3D pad sucks, by the way. I switch it to D-pad mode and it still wants to use the stick. I have to kind of move it over to the left and then move it ever so slightly, put pressure on it ever so slightly over to the right without actually shifting it, and then it will let me use the D-pad. So that's annoying. The switch inside the controller is maybe not working correctly. Ah, whatever. Enemy level. It's a driving game. Let's give myself the most time possible, because otherwise I find this game ridiculously hard. Manual gear. Game mode. Overseas. Japan. Not 100% sure what that does. So you can play the Japanese version of the arcade game or the Western version of the arcade game. Let's go with the Western version. Okay. Accelerate, brake, change gear is C and Z. Oh, sorry, all the buttons are change gear. Okay. Classic music. Last Wave. I love Last Wave. I think Last Wave is secretly my favourite song in this game. Followed very closely behind by Magical Sound Shower. Okay. Breeze, Splash Wave, Magical Sound Shower.
Get ready.
Okay. So the idea is you want to switch from low to high whenever your speed reaches the red zone. And if you hit something, you want to switch back down to low, because then that gives you higher acceleration. Having to balance those two things is maybe the main mechanic of this game. At least to me it is. That's the thing I have to pay attention to the most in this game. The steering is maybe not quite as distracting as trying to control the speed. Let's go left.
Checkpoint.
Oh god. I love the effect of the using tons and tons and tons of sprites coming at you to simulate the look of a tunnel. I think that's a great look aesthetically. That just looks so awesome. Fucking way.
Checkpoint.
Okay, now we're in a desert. Low again, build up the speed, hit high. Out of it, move out the fucking way. Go left again. Keep going left. We're not going to make it, time's going to run out. Yeah, even on the easiest time setting, the time in this game is so fucking strict, and I've never understood why. Like, how is anyone supposed to finish this game on standard time? Like, what? What do you mean? Is there some kind of major mechanic I'm missing? Because it feels like even if you drive perfectly, you will not have enough time. So, that's very strange. Okay, let me... So, just like Space Harrier, Outrun uses another peripheral, and of course that peripheral is the official Sega Saturn arcade racing wheel. So let's plug that in. Alright. Let's turn the enemies down to just easy, shall we? Just to see if we can get a little bit further. Racing controller. Splash wave.
Get ready.
Oh god, right. It's B. B is accelerate. Forgot to make a note of what accelerate was. Feels pretty good with the wheel. Let's go right this time. See what lies to the right.
Checkpoint.
Hold on. Okay. Whoop. Oh my god, fuck off. Okay. Doing okay. Doing okay, let's go right again. Let's keep going right. This game has a Darius style stage progression system where at the end of every stage you have to pick
Checkpoint.
what your next stage will be. And I think that's a really interesting idea for a racing game. None of the stages we've seen so far have been quite as cool as that one with the big stone tunnels. That was rude, having the road very suddenly jerk to the left and then back to the right again, just to fuck with you. Turn please, keep turning. Okay. I think there is a way to power slide in this game, but I've never been able to do it. I've never been able to figure out how you're supposed to power slide. Oh god. Trying to precisely pick letters with the wheel is a little bit difficult. There we go. Outrun's awesome. Outrun is a great game that also I am not very good at, and I have about maybe 2 runs in me before I start losing patience. So let's exit now. Plug the 3D pad back in and play the final game. Afterburner 2, which is a 1987 release, I want to say. '87, yeah. Yeah, the volume 1 on the title of this collection implies that maybe Sega were thinking of doing multiple volumes. But they never did. Volume 1 is the only one that ever released, which is a shame because this is like a really nice package of 3 very, very good ports of very, very good like classic arcade games. Why is there such a big gap between start and options on this one? Also, guess what? I suck at Afterburner, so I'm going to put it down to easy. I'm going to give myself more chips. Music test, up, down, reverse. So down is up is down. Auto Vulcan. Let's leave. Let's leave that on. Auto Vulcan. Off. Off. Let's turn it off. Let's see. A is Vulcan, B is missile, C is missile. Okay, low, middle, high. X, Y, Z is low, middle, high. Okay. Vulcan, missile, missile. There's only the 2. Okay, it's only the 2. Yeah, we want to make use of the speed, so the difference between Afterburner 1 and Afterburner 2 is that Afterburner 2 is just Afterburner 1 with extra stages and the speed control mechanic. Like, it's literally the same game. So the reason why Sega seems to always put out Afterburner 2 these days into collections and whatever, and never Afterburner 1, is because it would be pointless, because the entirety of Afterburner 1 is in Afterburner 2. You should think of Afterburner 2 as more of a as just a second upgraded version of Afterburner 1. And if you want it to play like Afterburner 1, just don't touch the speed mechanic. Just ignore the speed mechanic and then turn the game off when you reach the Afterburner 2 exclusive levels. Like, I think that's all there is to it.
Get ready.
Okay. So you're going to be constantly shooting at planes, and when you lock on to said planes with your aiming reticle, you want to press the missile button and then try and shoot them down with missiles. And you know you've locked on because you'll hear a little voice go "fire" in the background. But locking on to planes can be a little hard. Also, you have limited missiles. And by by steering left and then very quickly steering all the way right, you can do an evasive roll maneuver to help you avoid incoming enemy shots. I love the way this game uses mass numbers of sprites to simulate the look of the ground going by. Whoops. Okay, we're out of missiles now, so we can't fire missiles anymore. Just in time for this supply plane to come and restock us. it's all just a little bit chaotic to really keep track of. Of the 3 games in this collection, this is probably the hardest one because the amount of shit filling the screen is so high it makes it difficult to see anything. It's maybe a little bit too much stuff on screen at times. God damn it. Ah, shit. Last life. I'm out of missiles again. Just keep doing evasive rolls. No. The evasive roll is unfortunately not an equivalent of the Dark Souls roll. I wish it was, but it's not. There are no invincibility frames when you perform a roll in this game. Even on easy, this game is ridiculous. Alright. Guess what? Just like Space Harrier, this game is compatible with the mission stick. So let's play Afterburner 2 one last time with that. Okay, also, I want to say there's... Hang on. Are there any cheats we can make use of to make this less ball-searingly hard? At the title screen, press AC plus start on controller 2 to insert a coin. Okay. Okay. AC start. Nothing is happening. Well, no idea.
Get ready.
Nothing seemed to happen, so I'm guessing that might be a fake cheat. Oh well, no worries. This feels great with the mission stick, by the way. Like, holy shit. This feels like genuinely amazing. I want to say, just like Space Harrier, the mission stick was bundled with Afterburner 2 in Japan. There was an Afterburner 2 bundle. So, extra incentive for the developers to make sure it felt good, I guess. Some bombing runs in some residential areas, committing some war crimes. All in a day's work. I can't fucking see anything. There's too much shit in the way. God damn it. Match is approaching? Okay, let's speed up. Let's go really fucking fast. Jesus Christ. Yeah. This game made me think, like, how the fuck people... This game makes me, like, wonder just how the hell people, like, play this. Like, it seems almost impossible to, like, avoid incoming shots sometimes. But it is really cool. The quality of the package is undeniably excellent. These are three very high quality ports of three like all-time classic arcade games. I can't really fault the look and feel of the game at all. So I think that's enough. Let's put the mission stick away now. And one moment. Plug the regular controller back in because the next two games do not use the 3D pad. And let us rank Sega Ages Volume 1. Sega Ages Volume 1 is kind of awesome. The Sega Ages arcade ports are all like I think I said earlier, they're almost all of them are like excellent. The quality of the Saturn ports of all of the games released under the Sega Ages brand in Japan was very, very high. And bringing probably three of the biggest over to Europe and America in one package is, like, I think a really, really cool thing, because I just don't think that Western gamers would have been thrilled about buying them separately like they were sold in Japan. But you put three of them onto one disc. That's a much more compelling ask. And I mean, if you were to pick three classic Superscalar arcade games, you know, Space Harrier, Outrun, and Afterburner are the three, right? Those are the three. If you talk about the, you know, Sega's Superscalar arcade stuff, like it's 99% of the time you're going to be thinking of either Outrun, Space Harrier, or Afterburner, you know. So these are the 3 games to put into this package. It's really cool how they included support for extra peripherals like the arcade racer and the mission stick as well, because then that makes it a more true to arcade experience. Because it would have been perfectly acceptable for Sega to put these out with just 3D pad support, and like 99% of people would have been satisfied with that. But the fact that they went the extra mile to add those additional support for additional peripherals really shows a level of care taken that you wish was taken with plenty of other games we've seen on this platform. They are arcade games, which means they are ridiculously hard, which means for people who don't really like arcade games for that reason, there is a limited amount of enjoyment to be had. So, you know, you get that arcade bullshit. But what is here is very high quality. And I believe at the time when this package came out, these were the best home versions of all 3 of these games to date. Like, to date, there were no home versions of these 3 games that looked or ran or played as good as they did on the Saturn. The 32X version of Space Harrier is really good. The 32X version of Afterburner is also really good, but the Saturn version, even like the Saturn version of those 2 games beats even those, especially with the addition of analog controller support, whereas the 32X versions didn't support any kind of analog joystick. The Saturn has an excellent analog joystick peripheral. So, I would say, for me personally, these games are probably somewhere in the top 40, I would say. Even though they are capital A arcade games with bullshit difficulty, I still like these games a hell of a lot. Just aesthetically, just the vibes. The soundtracks are amazing. The way they look is amazing. I think especially like Afterburner 2 and Outrun look incredible at times. Make incredible use of the superscalar tech that they were designed around. I'm going to say Sega Ages Volume 1 is better than Alien Trilogy. I think Sega Ages Volume 1 is a better product than Golden Axe the Duel. I think you're better off getting a copy of Sega Ages Volume 1 than you would original Daytona USA. I think I would rather play Sega Ages Volume 1 more than Die Hard Arcade. Let's come at this from the other direction. I think Virtua Cop 2 is a better game. Which puts it here. Somewhere in the 20s to low 30s. Hmm. I think Sega Ages Volume 1 is better than Tetris Plus. I think 3 excellent arcade ports is probably... I think it's better than the Saturn version of SimCity 2000. I personally have more fun playing Sega Ages than Daytona USA Championship Circuit Edition. I think Road Rash is probably a better game than Sega Ages Volume 1. Parodius is also an arcade game and therefore has some ridiculous difficulty to it, but I think Parodius is a lot more approachable. The time to death timer on Parodius is usually a lot higher than it is on any of these 3 arcade games, so I'm going to say Parodius is probably more fun for me. I think Virtua Cop 1 is a better game. Sega Ages Volume 1, I think, is a better overall package than Tempest 2000. Tempest 2000 is a really cool thing. Really cool, really interesting. But, I don't know, man. A package that contains 3 outstanding ports of Afterburner 2, Space Harrier, and Outrun. It's maybe just a little bit more than Tempest 2000 can handle. I think Street Fighter Alpha 1 is probably a better game. I like Virtua Fighter Kids. Virtua Fighter Kids is a very good, very high quality 3D fighting game. But it's weird Virtua Fighter 2. And I think that is, I don't know, if I had an hour to spare and I was going to spend that hour playing one game and my only choice was either Virtua Fighter Kids or Sega Ages, I think 4 times out of 5 I'm going to pick Sega Ages. I think Crusader No Remorse is really neat and interesting. But also, I can tell that the Saturn version of Crusader No Remorse is maybe not the version you should play. Like, it works. It all works, right? But the complexity of the controls and the variety of interactions and the complexity of the levels and the way they had to massively reduce the detail of this of the 2D assets so they fit on a 2 40p output for the console. Like the Crusader No Remorse is a really, really cool game, but the Saturn version, I think, is heavily compromised, both visually and you're limited to a controller, where Crusader No Remorse feels like it's best played with a mouse and keyboard. So I think I would rather play Sega Ages than Crusader No Remorse, the Saturn version of Crusader No Remorse. Okay, now it's getting hard. Now it's getting very hard. I could very easily blow 4 hours on Theme Park in a single session. Theme Park is one of those games that once you get used to its rhythms, and you've got like a good starting park going, you can just, the hours will fly by. I struggle to spend more than 20 minutes on any one of these 3 games because my patience for this style of arcade game, even arcade games I can really only get like 2, maybe 3 runs on a good day before I lose patience and have to move on and play something else. So I would rather play Theme Park than even a collection of 3 excellent arcade games. Very hard, brutally hard, but excellent arcade games. I think I'd rather play Theme Park. Buster Move 2 is better. I think Athlete Kings, in the context of the Sega Saturn, I think you're better served with a copy of Athlete Kings. Athlete Kings is just so much more friendlier in terms of its difficulty, and a lot more technically impressive as well. And Soviet Strike, the Sega Saturn version of Soviet Strike, is not the version to play. Soviet Strike is a game you play on the PlayStation. But if the Saturn version is still very enjoyable. If all you have is a Sega Saturn, the Saturn version is still very enjoyable. But the performance is a real bummer. There are times when this game drops below 10 frames a second, and it's a real bummer when it does. I think it. And Soviet Strike, I think, is also an incredibly hard game. You can, if you're not watching yourself, it's very easy to die, and there's no mid-mission saving. And some of the missions can go on for almost an hour. So if you're like 45 minutes into a mission and you die, you lose your last helicopter. Guess what? Start from the beginning, motherfucker. Start that whole mission from the beginning. No checkpoints for you. A really cool game. But it runs like shit on the Saturn, and it's also really unforgiving. So I think, I think Sega Ages is really cool as a collection of classic games. 3 really good classic games, and I think it just beats Soviet Strike. Like, just. So yeah, this is going to be our new number 26. Sega Ages Volume 1. Just outside the top 25. What a great little package of 3 classic arcade games that I am extremely bad at, but I just love I love looking at from time to time. I love looking at them and I love listening to them, but my God, don't ask me to get good at them. Awesome. Sega Ages, great little package. Great game. Alright, time to move on to our second game. This game is unusual in terms of its box design, because this game makes a change to the standard Sega Saturn package design. Hang on, if I can, there we go, find the damn box art. This game was published on PC, PlayStation. This game came out on PC, PlayStation and Saturn, but Sega published the Saturn version themselves. And that game is Mass Destruction. And you can see the package design of this game is a little bit different from every single other Sega Saturn game we have looked at, and is that the game is the box is in like various shades of military green. Even the disc itself is a military green. So Sega of Europe decided to have a little bit of fun with the box art with this one. Alright, let's get rid of the list, bring the BIOS back up, and let's play. No, not play the music, play the game. Start application. Developed by NMS Software and BMG Interactive. This game's cool. Mass Destruction is one of those games that's very clearly inspired by games like Desert Strike and Return Fire, but it's kind of got its own twist on it, on the formula. You know, the top-down isometric military shooter, military action game. This is more, unlike Strike, which is helicopter based, this is a tank game. But it's essentially the same kind of thing. You're given a mission, you're given a list of objectives to complete in that mission, and then you have to escape. You have to get out of there. Okay. Okay, does this game not support... Okay, it does support the cartridge, but it's giving you a warning message saying, hey, if you wanted to install this to the internal memory, you can't. But that's okay, this game does support the cartridge. My cartridge, Is it not detecting my save cartridge? Hang on, what the fuck is going on? My cartridge was working earlier, why is it not showing up? This is very frustrating. What is going on? No, it's not detecting the cartridge. Well, that's fucking annoying. Hang on. I do love hardware issues. I do love it when shit just stops working for no reason. Okay. Just remove and insert the cartridge a few times. scrape off any oxidization on the contacts. Okay, it was detecting it now. That's good. Good stuff. You see, a real YouTuber would edit all of that out and just start from this point here, but I'm very much a person who believes in showing the warts and all, because I think stuff like this is valuable to showcasing the Sega Saturn experience. If you're going to show off a console and its games, you need to show all the shit that can go wrong as well. I'm not going to edit out all of the mistakes and put it in a nice slick package. I'm going to show you everything that maybe doesn't go to plan. I think overall it gives you a better idea of what to expect from this platform and the difficulties that can arise. Okay, internal RAM. Okay, but it detected the cartridge, so it's not going to throw up a second error message. Okay. Okay, there are no saves, so we can only select new game. There are no capital letters, I believe. It's all just lowercase. Let's go with the full name, shall we? Nah, you know what? No, let's just go with blue. It's fine. It's fine. Blue is enough. Easy, medium, hard. Let's go with medium. Okay, so we have three different we have 5 campaigns, sorry. I misremembered. I thought there were only 3, but no, there are 5. Stealth, Cerebus, Flatline, Seek and Destroy, and Manta. Let's go with first campaign, why not? That's a nice little transition effect there, that looks cool. So we've got 3 tanks to choose from. The Viper, with medium speed and average armour. The Cobra, with slow speed but good armour. And the Cheetah, with fast speed and thin armour. I like typically going with the Cobra, because you can still kind of dodge most incoming stuff if you're careful. So the speed is not really a huge detriment. Okay, Mission 1, Operation Manta, location. Terrain type, desert. Mission briefing. This camp is the weakest of the Republican Army's bases, and where your mission begins. The troops cannot survive in the desert without water or shelter from the sun, so we need you to initially destroy their water supplies, and then flatten the 3 small settlements they have built in the area. This will give us the first foothold we so badly need if we stand any chance of a victory against the RA. Primary objectives. Destroy water reserves and wipe out the 3 settlements. There are bonus objectives, but they do not tell you what those bonus objectives are in the briefing. You've got to kind of figure out what those are in the middle of the mission. Oh my god, here comes the music. Hang on, let me turn it down just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, so D-pad to move forward, move back, and rotate. A and B button to cycle through weapons. We only have 2 weapons at the moment. Machine gun and standard shot. C button to shoot. Your standard machine gun and main cannon have unlimited ammo, but they do very low damage. Okay. X gets rid of your radar, but you want to keep that up. light takes you to the objective screen and the map, so you can get a better idea of what's around you. So we're down here on the south edge of the map, and to the north are our primary targets. So cool. And the start button just brings up your quit and the music options, and the sound options rather. You can rotate your turret with the shoulder buttons. Turn it down a little bit more because I think this game can get a bit loud when things start blowing up. This game's got a very simple look to it, but I think it works quite well. God damn, this game is loud. What the fuck? Hang on. Why is this game so goddamn loud? Okay. Try minus 10 decibels. I love that when you shoot infantry with the machine gun, they burst into flames. I don't think that's a thing in real life. I don't think you can shoot someone with a machine gun so hard they burst into flames, unless maybe you're using incendiary rounds, which I don't think this is meant to be. I think it's just meant to be a standard tank machine gun. Uh-oh. What's cool about the main cannon is that you shoot as fast as you hit the button. So your main cannon is also a machine gun of sorts. Okay, we've got guided missiles. We picked up the flamethrower. So the flamethrower is excellent. The flamethrower makes very short work of buildings. And infantry. I don't know if it's effective against enemy tanks though. It's pretty effective. Watch out for the plane shadows, because that's enemy planes dropping stuff. Sometimes it's bombs, sometimes it's paratroopers. So whenever you see that big shadow heading towards you, you want to get out of the way. Okay, friendly fire is a thing. That guy just got taken out by his own bomber. You get fewer points if you take out an enemy infantryman with the main gun than with the machine gun, which is unusual. You'd think that they'd give the same number of points no matter how you killed them, but for some reason the machine gun gives you more. I'm out of flamethrower ammo. Oh god damn it! I accidentally hit the wrong button. Even at minus 10 decibels, this game is still really loud when stuff blows up. I like that when you drive towards enemy soldiers with the intent to run them over, they recognise that and start running away. That's a funny little detail. Look, when I get close to this guy, he's going to run off. Look, check this out. Look, there he goes. You come here. Drive around the outside of the buildings and just bombard them. Finish them all off properly. Okay, what do we got? Okay, so it's just some stuff to the northwest. There's no way to adjust the camera in this game. The camera is fixed, you can't rotate it. Which is fine. I don't think this is the kind of game where having a movable camera would actually be that useful. This game uses a lot of the same sound effects for dying soldiers as Command and Conquer does. So interesting to know that NMS and Westwood Studios use the same sound libraries. That's all our primary objectives complete. We haven't done any secondary objectives. The extraction zone is to the south. Let's do... quick. Can we cross rivers? Oh, we can, but it's very slow. Should we try and cross at a thinner section of river? Oop, hello. Here seems like a good spot. Oh! No, we can't actually. We sink and then we die. Okay, I thought we could, but I guess we can't. Okay, water is our enemy. Don't go in the water. I like that the water has a reflection effect to it. As you saw when we blew up, there was a reflection of the explosion in the water below the actual explosion, which is a nice little visual touch. Kind of annoying that when you die, the game throws you back out to the title screen. Okay. Let's try the second campaign, Seek and Destroy. Let's go with the Viper this time. Mission briefing. The enemy agent's information was proven to be invaluable. We have details regarding a convoy of crack troops passing near here which must be stopped. However, the convoy is due at any time, so they must be found immediately. They have already sabotaged the bridge to the northwest of the region in an attempt to stop us from crossing the river. And if they reach the border, we will never track them down. Intercept convoy in the north. Destroy the power plant. Okay. Okay, let's... Was that really it? Was that the entire convoy? Because that's not really a convoy. One vehicle does not a convoy make, but okay, sure. Okay, these out. Blow these bunkers up and there's stuff inside. Mortar. Okay. Destroy this big spinning radar dish. The fuck is shooting me? Oh my god, there's a button. A very pleasant noise, I know. I do like all like the fire and debris that comes out of a building when you destroy it. Okay, primary objective complete, but see if we can find that secondary. Objective, it is over. Again, over to the west there, across that river. Can we even get to that? See, there's a bridge. How do we lower the bridge? Flamethrower does a lot of damage. Yeah, there we go. Just shoot the bridge, it's enough. Okay, it's up there. What's this? Cluster bomb. Ooh. How the hell do I get out of here? Can I squeeze out this way? Yes, I can. I can just squeeze around the edge of the wall. Oh, great. Good stuff. High explosive gun. Fuck's sake. So many. Can we blow a hole in the wall? No, the wall is too powerful. The wall is too powerful. Now they're hiding in the trees. Well, fuck the secondary objective, we won't go for it. We're going to go up to the northeast of the map now. Radar dish, might as well destroy that. Can we get out? I'm trapped in a labyrinth of walls. Okay, no. This way. Sometimes buildings will block your view of enemies, which is maybe not a great thing. Okay. The RA have set up a makeshift missile launch site, and we believe them to be aimed at a nearby Allied safe area. The entire region, including a lone communications installation, is powered by 4 wind turbines. Therefore, removal of these would be beneficial. Destroy the missiles, cut off power, and destroy the radar. Okay. Nothing in there, that was a waste of time. Oh, that guy was already dead. I thought he was standing there, but I guess not. Jesus Christ. One either. Okay. Mortar guy's dead. Three guys came out of it. Man, these bunkers have got nothing in them. No, bad. Uh-oh. Oh, there's health in this one. Friendly fire. Bullseye. Okay, where's the other two? Okay, just straight to the east. So, it's 500 armor, that was a big one. Take out these other missiles. Oh my god. Anything in here? Nope, nothing. Alright. What's this? Oh god. That's kind of cool. It's a one-time use though. High explosive. Dealt with. More tanks. Oh, it never stops. Really never stops in this game. Guys are coming at you all the time. Oh god, get out of there. The water trap. Oh, there he is. Okay. Almost didn't see that guy. Some of the infantry are kind of hard to see. Extraction is not there. So where's the extraction zone? Oh, I see. It's all the way over to the west. So what's this? What's this here? Let's get out of here. Oh, that's cute, making use of the enemy's own helipad. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. See, 5 of our best men have been captured whilst attempting to sabotage an oil field in the area. Sources tell us that they are being held hostage in a small settlement near here. We need you to find and rescue them before the RA move them deeper into their territory. If they do, we may never see them again, and that must not be allowed to happen. Rescue the hostages, stop oil production. Okay, let's change the track. It's a shame you don't keep any of your weapons from the previous mission. But then I suppose that's good, because that means that the missions are all balanced for a from-scratch start, I guess. Woo. Don't run away. Okay, there's some kind of camp over here with missiles. That was a bonus objective. That's cool. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Alright, primary objectives north and slightly to the east. Making my way north. Oh, Jesus Christ! That's a fucking flame tank. God damn. Jesus. These things do a lot of damage very quickly. Flamethrower, armor, okay. Hostage failed. Oh, no, so hostage killed, mission failed. Fuck. Alright, so maybe I, okay, that's where the hostages were. I ran into that guy. I didn't shoot him. Wait, no, I shot him. I can't. Fuck. Oh well, that was my fault. Whatever happened, it was my fault. I fucked up. Well, whatever. I got the high score. Let's take a brief look at one more mission, and then we'll think about ranking, shall we? That's interesting. Let's look at Cerberus. Stick with the medium tank. Serves us well. Operation Cerberus. The RA intend to build a nuclear arsenal large enough to wipe out roughly 90% of Europe. A small complement of Republican Army soldiers have taken over the area, and reports show that they have already established fully operational plutonium containers. They have yet to receive the plutonium required for their crude weapons. They must be stopped before it arrives. Locate and destroy these containers, ensure the docks are no longer operational, cut off the power supply. Okay. What is this? Okay, that's a deployable turret. Okay. What's the location? Okay, east and southeast. Alright, let's just go straight east first. Ooh, there's a thing here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Explosive gun. Flame tank. What is that? Okay. We ran into that bush. Okay, directly south and slightly southwest. Let's go directly south. Oh, Jesus Christ. Health in there. Any more stuff? Oh, there's some more stuff. Explosive gun. 3, and then we've only got that one little group left over on the island to the west. Oh, hello. For a way over. A land bridge or a proper bridge? Aha! It's not really an island then, if it's got a land bridge. Damn it, another one. So many goddamn tanks everywhere, all the time. This is warehouse. Anything in the warehouse? High explosives. Shit sure does love to blow up in this game. Okay, extraction point. Okay, literally where we were when we blew up those windmills. Okay, cool. We've got to get there without dying. Okay, I think we can make it. I don't think that's too much to ask. Good enough. Cool. Yeah, I think that's enough. I think mass destruction. That's enough for mass destruction. We need you to destroy their water displays, rendering them helpless in the desert. Huh. That sounds like a war crime. Yeah. Okay. So where are we going to put mass destruction? Mass destruction is pretty good, I think. It's not the most complicated game in the world. Pretty standard concept. You're a little tank. You got to drive around and blow shit up. The performance is good. The game ran quite well, even when shit was blowing up all around us. I don't think the game dropped the frame rate in any real noticeable way at any point. I like the intensity of the explosions. There's definitely an emphasis on making explosions seem big and meaningful in this. The sound could use a little work. The sound effects are maybe a little bit crunchy, especially when lots of stuff starts blowing up in quick succession. You definitely start hearing the game starts to struggle a little bit with its sound. Gets a little bit sounds get extra crunchy when that happens. Visual style is like simple but fine, effective. Stuff has enough detail to it that you can see what it is. Sometimes it's tough to see smaller enemies in the environment. Some of those infantry were real hard to see until they started shooting at me. Because they were just so small. This game's better than Sonic 3D. I think it's better than the Saturn version of Crazy Ivan. I think it's better than the Saturn version of Wipeout. I would take it over Hebereke's Papa Ito. I would take it over Mega Man X3. I would take it over Space Hulk. It's not as good as Die Hard Arcade. So it's here. I think Daytona USA is more fun, even at 15 frames a second. I think Worms is a better game. I think Magic Carpet is a better game. I think Golden Axe the Duel and KO Flying Squadron are better games. I think Manx TT Superbike and Alien Trilogy are better games. I think Nights into Dreams is probably a better game than Mass Destruction. Which brings it down to here. Amok or Mystaria, the Realms of Law. I think the moment-to-moment action in Amok is more enjoyable. Mass Destruction is maybe just a hair too intense. Like, you are constantly surrounded by shit that is shooting at you in a way that feels very, I don't know, like annoying rather than fun. You drive 5 seconds in any direction and all of a sudden there are 5 things shooting at you immediately. Mystaria. 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 If I had an evening to spare and I had to play a game and the only two games available to me were Mass Destruction and Mystaria, I think I would probably... I think I would probably take Mystaria. Yeah, I would take Mystaria. Mass Destruction is our new number 46. Congratulations to Mass Destruction for being a top 50 Sega Saturn game. You know what? Not every game has to be a complete masterpiece. Some games are perfectly fine just being a little tank shooting shit. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes all you need is to play as a little tank blowing the shit out of everything. Cool game. Alright. Our next game is an important one. This is a game that took 6 months longer to port to the Saturn than it did the PlayStation. But EA finally did it. It's 6 months too late, but here it is. It's FIFA 97, and I like that for some reason. My chroma key has decided to treat the white background on FIFA 97 as potentially green. It can't quite tell. If I do that, it's not as bad. So yeah, FIFA 97. FIFA 97 is my first FIFA game. It's the first time that it's the first time that I owned a FIFA game. I'm pretty damn sure I've played a 16-bit FIFA game before I played this. But this was the first time I owned a FIFA game back in 1997. Because back in 1997, my family bought for the first time a multimedia PC. My dad spent £2,000 on at the time, decent spec, like very high spec Packard Bell Windows 95 machine with a CD-ROM and a tons and tons of like bonus software. Like the PC came with a massive box filled with like pack-in software. And that was great fun. And one of the games that came in that box with pack-in software with the PC was a copy of FIFA 97. I'm guessing it must have been later in the year, because EA would never package a brand new game. Like, you know, would never serve up brand new software as pack-in titles. I'm sure this must have been like the second half of 97. When we got it. That would explain why it was in there. Yeah, I have a lot of very fond memories of our first family computer. And, our first family PC, because if we say our first family computer, then technically that would have been a Commodore 64. But our first Windows PC was a, Windows 95 Pentium 2 Packard Bell that I think must have had... Oh, God. Like a Riva? I think it was a Riva, an NVIDIA Riva. Hang on. Because it could do some, like it could play some 3D games. Hang on. If I can find out when the Reaver was launched. Hang on. Was it a Reaver TNT? No, that's August 1998. That was released. So what graphics card came in that PC in mid to late 97? Hang on, let's just type in list of NVIDIA cards. I'm not even sure it was an NVIDIA card. List of NVIDIA GPUs. Sort by year. See, the NV1 could have been a Reaver 128. It's very possible it was a Reaver 128, which would have been NVIDIA's second graphics card after their first one, which was the NV1. It came out in 1995. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we bought this. It wasn't like a second hand or a cut down price. My dad went out and spent like over $2,000 on this PC, which, you know, PC prices were starting to come down in like the late 90s. That's, I guess you could say that's when like the race to the bottom began. The era of like buying pre-made PCs in like the late 90s to mid 2000s was this era known as the race to the bottom, when you could buy like a brand new PC with a monitor and accessories for like only a few hundred, which was incredibly cheap. I'm not saying the PCs were good. I'm saying you could get a fully functional PC with accessories for like not a lot of money. The era was known as the race to the bottom to PC sellers. And so, yeah, spending $2,000 on a PC in the late 90s, that thing had to be like decent at least, you know. So I'm guessing it had a Reaver 128. So yeah, and I had FIFA 97 for the PC, and I played a ton of FIFA 97 on that PC. So much so that there are voice lines and music from that game that are burned into my brain. I would have been about 10 years old at the time, especially if it was like the second half of the year. I would have been 10, or just turned 10. Yeah. This intro video burned into my fucking brain. So the Sega Saturn version of FIFA 97, like I said, released 6 months after the PlayStation version, which was, I mean, not that the Saturn was doing well at the time, but was extra catastrophic for Sega, especially in Europe. Because, you know, especially in Europe, FIFA is a system seller, you know? And Sega's like already behind in the market, and so they kind of don't... They're trying really hard to play catch up with Sony, and then EA just goes and sets a bomb off on their hopes and dreams, at least in Europe, by delaying the Saturn release of FIFA by 6 months.
Real professional soccer. Killer gameplay. intelligent play-by-play.
Understand? Here again. No,
6 ways to play.
Sensationnel!
Play it outdoor or indoor.
Oh, there's danger here. 3 against 2. Oh!
32-bit AI. Motion blending technology. Hyper-responsive controls. FIFA 97. It will blow you away.
FIFA 97 is a weird game. Aesthetically, this is maybe one of the strangest FIFA games. Because it's kind of... Because usually FIFA menus used to be like all the other FIFA games that came out in the 90s. You know, including all the games before this one. The menus look a certain way. The game presentation is a certain way. But for FIFA 97, the developers got a little bit experimental with like the aesthetics of the menus. They went a little bit like grungy. They were like, okay man, it's like how do we make our game seem edgier? Can we edge our game up a little bit? Can we make our menus, our in-game menus, extra 90s? Can we do this? And then their result is the menu UI for FIFA 97. Because usually FIFA has very like clean looking menus, easy to navigate, has a very clean presentation. FIFA 97 is like the only one that goes for this weird like how do I describe it? Not grey? You know what I mean? If you go back and look at the menu layout for all previous FIFA games and then for FIFA 98, 99 and 2000, the menus are incredibly very grey. There's lots of greys and lots of whites, so they're very brightly coloured menus. Whereas there's like this one, it's all like, okay, we're going dark blues, we're going blacks, we're going weird grungy textures. It's very unique. Game type: action, arcade, simulation. Okay, so let's leave it on action. I believe my favourite game mode at the time when I had this on PC would have been arcade, because that would have been the fastest, most enjoyable way to play the game. But we'll go with action. We'll have some extra like simulation features turned on. A C button to go back. God, this music. Oh. This sets off core memories in the back of my brain. So you can do player transfers if you want to help keep teams up to date with with where they were in real life, if you care about that kind of thing. I think the PC version let you create custom teams. I think the PC version let you make custom teams. Let me see if that's an option in here. Maybe not. Oh god. Do I have to save? Can I not save? Oh god damn it, whatever. JJJ. Done. How do I get out? Start button is not it. A button just adds. B button retracts. C button, okay. C button goes back. No, I want to go back. How do I go back? I can't escape. Help me. Okay, Z button. Z is exit. Makes perfect sense. I used to play this with a keyboard, so no, I don't really know the controller inputs that well. No, I just did it again. I didn't want to pick transfers. There we go. Okay, there's no controller options in the options menu. Whatever. So yeah, this game introduces indoor. I think this is the first FIFA game to have indoor. I don't think FIFA 96 had indoor. No. Play outdoor. Do an international? Listen to this funky soundtrack. I think this is also the final FIFA before EA Sports started doing licensed soundtracks. I think FIFA 98 is the beginning of licensed soundtracks for FIFA. This is the last time you will hear a entirely original soundtrack in one of these games. Who was hot in 1997? Who was at the top of their fucking shit in 1997? It was Manchester United. Manchester United were unstoppable in the late 90s. Okay, B to change teams. Bolton, Coventry, Everton, Leeds. Let's change, I don't know. Brunei. Ajax, Aberdeen. South Africa. EA Custom. Okay. What? These are like teams that the developers made up from scratch. Okay. World. I like that the world flag is just solid green. I love that there's a team in Brazil just called America. Like, what? Sao Paulo. Let's place against Sao Paulo. You go, you have some rough stats of the teams. Manchester United's stats are pretty damn high because, again, this is from an era when Man U were like almost unstoppable. They're just very dominant, very dominant. I think there's only like a couple of teams in the league that could even challenge them.
Hello there, this is Desmond Lynham for EA Sports, bringing you today's big game between Manchester United and Sao Paulo. It's rather unusual to be playing a match at this hour, and hopefully the players will be awake enough for competition.
So the game doesn't give you options to choose what time of day or what stadium you want to play in, but there are totally different times of day and different stadium styles. So at least I don't think you can choose. Pretty sure you can't choose. I'm pretty sure it's randomized what stadium you get and what time of day it's set to. I don't think there's weather. It's hard to remember. I don't think there's weather. There might be. I don't. It might just not be available in the friendly mode. We might have to go into a different mode to have access to that stuff. Let's go with beginner, because I haven't played this game since I haven't played this game. I've like fucked around with it occasionally on and off for a couple minutes here and there, but I haven't actually spent any real time with this game for like 25 years. What options do we have? 4 minutes for a half length. If you want, you can go up to a full 45 minutes for a half. If you're that kind of psycho, you can do that. Fouls on, injuries on, offsides on, Auto replays, time displays, score display. Player numbers off. Music on. Play-by-play on. Telecam, sideline cam, cable cam, goal cam, stadium cam, shoulder cam, ball cam, tower cam. Let's go with the standard telecam.
Right, we're all set for the kickoff. And your match commentators are Andy Gray and John Motson.
Many people, of course, have got their fancy for today's game. It's a tough one to call, Andy, isn't it?
Yeah, normally I can call him quite readily, John, but not today.
So I believe the Saturn port of this game was worked on by Perfect Entertainment. Because
Pallister.
Perfect Entertainment, one of those companies that has a lot of experience developing for the Saturn, porting other people's games to the Saturn. Oh, God damn it.
Well, the referee's assistant raises his flag, and that means offside.
Oh, that's a shame. It brought a good move to an end.
Schmeichel taking the free kick.
Go for it, please. Thank you.
Nice move.
Okay.
Well played. And that's an awkward save for the keeper.
I think visually this game doesn't look nearly as good as the PlayStation or PC version, but I'm going to say that it's still kind of decent looking. I mean, the frame rate's not great. This game seems to be running at about 20 frames a second.
Corner taken by Butt. An out-swinging corner. Played upfield by Pallister.
Okay.
Cole.
Fuck.
Oh, what a bad challenge there.
Motherfucker. Go on, score, you bastard. Fuck you.
It's all about delivery.
The score is Manchester United 0, Sao Paulo 1. Manchester United to kick off.
Okay, I don't think there's any run in this. I think
When he
you
dribbles,
have
the ball is
one.
so close to his foot. And no trouble for the goalkeeper.
Okay, I think the strength of your kick is determined by how long you hold down the button. I have to remember now.
Pallister.
God damn it. Okay.
That's the way to play.
A good tackle and challenge.
By Mendoza. May making that his. Cole. It's in the back of the net.
Oh my god.
All square now. Prepare for some fireworks.
That should not have gone in, but it did. Yeah, I think this is also the last time FIFA would use the virtual stadium branding as well. I think they've used that for the 3DO FIFA game. They used it for FIFA 96, and it's
1, Sao Paulo.
and it is in
1.
FIFA 97, but it's very, very like obscured. Like it only appears in like a few small areas. They don't really highlight the virtual stadium branding at all in this game. It's kind of in the background, but it is there.
By Ailton.
Fucker.
Butt.
Go.
A fair challenge by Butt.
Fuck you.
Great tackle. Perfectly timed.
Luis.
Yeah, this frame rate's not amazing. Playable, but yeah.
Well, it's an old-fashioned skill dribbling, but he's good at it. Cole.
Good movement across the pitch here.
A lovely pass by Bruce. Oh, good work in the air. That's no problem for this goalkeeper.
You can run up to the goalkeeper and tackle him
Oh,
for a guared red card.
there, and they're down to 10 men.
Okay, that is a change in this version of the game over the PC and PlayStation version. The referee is not represented on pitch. On the PC and PlayStation version, there is a referee running around with you. On this version, he's not there. Probably to save on polygons, right?
At half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Sao Paulo 1.
Well, we've reached half-time with the scores level. Where do we go from here, Andy? Well, you could take a coin, toss it, and whatever side it falls, John, that's it.
Okay, do we want to do any team management stuff? Look at some statistics. No, keep the same camera. Let's keep the same camera. Okay.
Kickoff by Owen. Keeper's ball. Ailton got his head to it.
Motherfucker.
A telling pass by Mendoza. Great challenge by Edmilson. Straightforward for the keeper.
I didn't want you to kick it that far ahead, Jesus.
He does get great distance from his goal kicks.
And cleared out of play by May.
And the referee is signalling for a throw-in.
Throw-in.
Mona
Beats his man.
Get it out of here. Oh, fuck.
Well played.
Edmilson.
Switching players is a little bit finicky. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't.
Good tackle. He went in hard.
When you talk about hard men, you talk about him.
He should go off for that.
Well, to be fair, that's the
Yeah, only a
referee's
yellow.
prerogative.
Kapik Saba taking the free kick. Neville. May. Well collected by Bruce.
Fuck.
Giggs. Setty.
That was the lightest of kicks I'd ever
Very
seen.
good header. Strong play by Edmilson. Oh, what a bad challenge there.
Oh, what a tackle. You could feel it from here.
Free kick given.
Ah, only a free kick. Get it out
I
of
think
here.
we're going into the last minute of the game. Good block.
You. Just, I hit the kick button and someone takes it from me. It's really annoying. It's like the game is programmed
Splendid pass.
to tackle you as soon as you press the kick button.
Brilliant pass. That's a great bit of play.
Do it again. Fuck you.
Good save.
Long clearance by the goalkeeper.
No trouble for the goalkeeper.
Okay.
Giggs. And the interception there by Mendoza.
Well, it's 1-1 still, which means extra time. Oh, let's go shootout. Fuck it. Shootouts are always way more interesting. It's nice that they let you choose.
And we're in round 1 of this shootout.
Okay. Top right.
That was truly majestic.
Oh, it's so cool taking
It was top right, but I didn't get there in time.
no chance.
Okay. Top right.
Off
Fuck.
the post.
Well, they say the post is the keeper's best friend. There's proof that...
This is round 2 of the
Left.
shootout.
He's going left.
Oh, and he's missed the penalty.
And he missed completely. Fuck you. Alright. I'm going...
Well, the goalkeeper
You caught it,
made a
shit.
real meal of that one.
I'm guessing bottom
And we're
right.
in round 3 of the
Bottom right.
shootout.
Bottom right. Bottom right. No, he's going middle left. Shit.
Poetry. It's in.
Oh, it's so cool taking penalties. It's giving the keeper no chance.
I'm guessing
The score in the
top left.
shootout is
Manchester United 1, Sao Paulo 2.
Oh.
Disappointment.
He missed completely. Okay. I'm
in
gonna
the
go.
shootout now. The score
I'm gonna go
is
bottom left.
Manchester United 1, Sao Paulo. Oh, nearly caught the keeper.
And he got it. Crap. This is going on for a long time. Normally, shootouts are decided
Has
by
to
now.
save this penalty.
Bottom right. Shit. And he fucking missed. Fuck that guy. Fuck you.
So unlucky.
Zeti can win the match if he saves this one. Brilliant goalkeeping.
Bugger.
and they're celebrating having won in the penalty shootout, Andy.
Someone has to lose, but look how joyous the winners are.
Okay. Like, look at all the players on screen. Like, that's an actual
Here's the
achievement.
man of the match, Zeti.
Like, that many full polygonal players on screen at once is actually kind of impressive for one of these games. Because even Sega Worldwide Soccer 97 didn't have that many full 3D players on screen, because you would get, I think you'd only allow like 4 or 5 full 3D players, and the rest of them, it would, like, the game was programmed to not allow more than 4 or 5 players around the ball at one time. and any other players far away that you could see were turned into sprites in like a very convincing way that you didn't really notice it unless you stared at them for a really long time. This is technically impressive. It's a shame the frame rate is the way it is. But this game is doing some things that we haven't seen in a soccer game before on this platform. What's the difference between a tournament and a playoff? Are they not the same thing? Do an indoor playoff league. Oh, okay, so you can't mix and match with playoffs. You have to keep it down to one area. Let's go with international. Go France. Why the fuck not? France versus Colombia. Oh. I like the little animated GIF in the middle there to signify the winner. Oh boy. France's stats sure do look very even. It's almost like the developers were kind of making these stats up. And maybe didn't care all that much at some point. Again, fuck it. Oh yeah, the ball in indoor games is yellow. I think is a nice touch. I remember the indoor games being broken as hell. Like you can get double-digit score numbers in indoor games.
Kickoff by Dugarry. And that goal is one that they'll always remember.
That's a magical finish. Quite magnificent.
Yeah, scoring in an indoor game is a lot easier than a regular outdoor game for some reason.
The score is Colombia 0, France 1. Saw it coming. Oh, what a back. Keeper's ball. Chested down by Mendoza. No problem.
Fuck.
Dugarry. And the interception there by Mendoza.
Oh god, grab it. Oh my god.
It's a goal!
Yeah, sometimes the ball will just go through the keeper. Through the model of the keeper. I guess it's trying to simulate that sometimes the keeper will try to grab the ball and it will just go through his legs, which is a rarity, but it does happen in real life. See, look, he bent down to grab it and he just missed it completely.
The score is Colombia 1, France 1. France to kick off.
Fuck.
Oh, no trouble for the goalkeeper. It's a goal!
And it just goes in.
That with two goalkeepers.
It's crazy how easy it is to score in this mode. I used to prefer playing indoor games to outdoor games in this game, in FIFA 97, because of how many more scoring opportunities you get. Like, it's possible to score with the other goalkeeper
The score is
in this.
1.
I think I did it once
2.
on the PC version. I don't know if it's possible in this version. Fuck you.
Well collect. Keeper's ball.
Oh my god.
Well played.
Cute.
Oh, good work in the air.
And he's scored. Oh, did he do well? What a finish.
Okay.
The score is Colombia 2, France 2. Kickoff by Dugarry.
What?
It's there.
Just went straight through the keeper. I swear, indoor games are broken in FIFA 97. The keepers just can't cope.
France to kick off. And that was a splendid goal.
Hat trick. Skip this.
The score is Colombia 3, France 3.
We're still in the first half.
Colombia to kick off. Oh, so a red card for Cantona.
Well, nothing new there. He's been booked off.
Red! A red card! Jesus.
Good block.
Great tackle. Perfectly timed.
Oh, what a bad challenge there. It's a goal!
What a shot. Power. And
Just again. Can we get to 5 before the end of the half?
The score is Colombia 3, France 4. That's no problem for this goalkeeper. Good save. Keeper's ball. Straightforward for the keeper.
Okay.
That shot's going nowhere.
Take him down.
And he's off.
Red card. Now we're down to 3 men. Oh. I think at some point
And halfway through it.
you get so low on players, the game will just stop giving you red cards. The game's not programmed to acknowledge
still anyone's game.
that you have so few players that you need to end the game. So instead they just, at some point, it's like, oh, you can have so many of your players sent off, but then from now on, no matter what you do, players will only get yellows.
Kickoff by Valencia.
Down to 3 men.
Keeper's ball. Good safe hands. Brilliant goalkeeping.
Oh, okay, can we just throw it to somebody, please? Thank you.
It's gone in.
And it went in again.
It's like
Man, goalkeepers are broken in indoor games. It's nice to see that it's still the case on the Saturn version, because it's very much the case on the PC version as well.
The score is Colombia 3, France 5.
And I'm down to 3 people.
And it's in. Well, what pace the forward showed. Gave the goalkeeper no chance.
Okay.
Kickoff by Lizarazu. What is... That's
No.
no problem for this goalkeeper.
Thought maybe I could have scored from the halfway line. I have done that before.
It's gone in.
He did it again.
This is what this side needed to get them back into the match.
I think there might be something wrong with the possession detection on the goalkeepers, because multiple times we've seen the keeper like kneel down to pick up the ball and had the ball just clip straight through them. So I think that's there's just something about indoor games that that's just completely broken. But whatever, it's funny.
The score is Colombia 5, France 5. It's a goal!
Well, I don't think anyone expected
It just-
one from there. Certainly not me.
Jesus Christ.
The score is Colombia 5, France
Minute and a half
6.
to go.
Oh, what a bad challenge there. It's in the back of the net.
Okay.
The score is Colombia 6, France 6. It's gone in.
You see, there's something wrong. There is something wrong with the goalkeepers in indoor games. The collision detection sometimes just doesn't work. That should not have gone in. That ball went straight through him. This game is broken. Or at least indoor games are broken. Oh dear. Less than a minute to go.
Kickoff by Valencia. A fair challenge by Mendoza. Keeper's ball. And the interception there by Blanc. Straight forward for the keeper. Oh, hammered up. Good save.
Okay, injury time.
That's his third goal, and that's a
Fucking
hat-trick.
hell.
Well, what we found. A hat-trick
2 hat-tricks.
performance.
Okay, I'm going to win this now. They can't score 2 goals fast enough. Surely not.
The score is Colombia 6, France 8. Well collected by Blanc.
One more. Fuck yeah. What is happening? What is happening? Oh. It's not even the Saturn version's fault. Like I said, this was a problem in the PC version as well. It's just, I think indoor games are just fucked for whatever reason in FIFA 97.
Score is Colombia.
This is not even the
6,
fault of the
France
Saturn
9.
port. This is just typical for this game.
Kickoff by Valencia. Fantastic header. He's Arazu.
Somebody.
Mendoza. Played upfield by confident goalkeeping.
Can I get double digits? Can I get double digits?
It's gone in.
Oh, I'll let you have one more.
The score is Colombia 7, France 9. And the referee blows the final whistle.
Okay, I win. What a silly, silly game that was. And I did that with 3 men. Not including the goalkeeper.
And here's the man of the match, Dugarry.
Dugarry. Oh, FIFA 97, you're so silly. Okay. You know what? No, we're not going to see the game against Turkey. I think that's all we need to see. FIFA 97 is a very interesting mess of a game in the best of times. But the Saturn port itself is also another kind of interesting mess. Okay. Where are we putting FIFA 97? Or FIFA Soccer 97 as it was called in North America? Well, I think FIFA 96 is a more... I think FIFA 96 is just a straight up better made game. The performance is much better. There are fewer bugs. It's it's in total just a much more buttoned up piece of software. However, it is nowhere near as interesting as FIFA 97. FIFA 97 was the first full 3D FIFA game from EA Sports. Because remember, FIFA Soccer 96 used sprites for its players. So the first time we've seen FIFA use fully polygonal teams. And I do mean fully polygonal. They don't do the Sega worldwide soccer trick of replacing polygonal players with sprites when they get far enough away from the camera. But maybe they should have. Maybe they could have saved the frame rate a little bit. I'm going to say FIFA 96 is not as good a game as Sega Worldwide Soccer on the Saturn. On the Saturn. The Saturn version of FIFA 97 is not as good as Sega Worldwide Soccer 97. But I'm also going to say that FIFA 97 is just a much more interesting experience, for better and for worse, than FIFA 96. Get where FIFA 96 is. Okay, number 100 currently. Okay, let's try going down for a change, shall we? I forget where Sega Worldwide Soccer was. Shit. Okay, there it is. It's there. Okay. I think Striker 96 is a better football game than FIFA 97. Striker 96 is... It looks good enough. It's a very different kind of football game. It's going much from... It's more of a sensible soccer clone than trying to copy what EA was doing with FIFA. It controls a lot better, runs a lot better. There's a lot of latency on the inputs in FIFA 97. Like, if you hit the shoot button, you have to wait for the... you have to wait like between half a second and a second for the player model to get itself in a position where it can actually make the shot, rather than just immediately shooting as soon as you hit the button like they do in Striker 96. So FIFA 97 just kind of doesn't feel great to play. Shell Shock is a better game. Firestorm Thunderhawk 2 is a better game. Dare I say Shining Wisdom is a more competently made Sega Saturn product. As compromised as they are, I would say Doom and Tomb Raider are more fun on the Sega Saturn than FIFA 97. Earthworm Jim is a better experience on the Sega Saturn. Wing Arms is more fun. Pebble Beach Golf Links is a better game. I would rather play RoboPit. Hexen is a better experience. Battle Arena Toshinden Ura is more fun. I think FIFA 97 is better than F1 Challenge. I would rather play Road and Track Presents the Need for Speed. I'd rather play Gekamugentan Toriko. The Saturn port of FIFA 97 is nowhere near as impressive as the Saturn port of NHL 97. NHL 97 is just a much better port overall than FIFA 97. Then, you know, the game was given to Perfect Entertainment to port, and as we know from previous Perfect Entertainment ports, they tend to do a job, more often than not, do a job that is merely acceptable rather than good. And this is, I guess you could call FIFA 97 acceptable? It's playable, you know. The frame rate's not where it needs to be. The presentation's a little bit grungy. But it's recognisably FIFA 97. Warts and all. So I would... Would I rather play the Saturn version of FIFA 97 or the Saturn version of Destruction Derby? That is a question. Even in a compromised state, I think Destruction Derby is more fun. Mr. Bones is not a great game, but my god, is it an experience. I'd rather play Mr. Bones. I think NHL Power Play is a better game. Andretti Racing is a better game. You know what? FIFA Soccer 96 is like better in every way, except I find FIFA 97 to be dull, and also I'm not a fan of the moment-to-moment gameplay, whereas the changes they made to FIFA 97's moment-to-moment gameplay and opponent AI and things like that I find more enjoyable to engage with. Just second-guessing my decision to put 7 over 96. No, I think I will put 97 over 96. The game is not as technically sound, but I do think it's more fun to play. I think NHL All-Star Hockey is a better game. Actual Golf, I think, is a better game. Go Gremlin. So let's double guess. F1 Challenge. Nah, I'm going to say it goes between Actua Golf and F1 Challenge. There we go. It's our new number 99, making it just inside the top 100. Just. Congratulations to FIFA 97. You're a very questionable port, but you're still somewhat enjoyable? Maybe? The most fun part of the game is the part that's objectively broken, which is indoor games. Anyway, that is all from me this week. Next time, not next week, next time, because I cannot guarantee I'll put out another video next week. We'll be playing that puzzle game that we should have played this week, but I had to push it in order to squeeze Sega Ages in. We'll be playing a beat-em-up, and we'll be playing another EA Sports game. Oh boy, I cannot wait. Anyway, thank you for joining me. My name is The Real Blue Dragon. I hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.